Hey guys, it's Rob McGordy. How you all doing? I'm gonna do a video on teams that I think will improve in the 2017 season. So let's get into it. So the first team I think that will improve are the Jaguars. They got a much improved defense. They got AJ Boye. They added him this offseason. He was a great corner for the Texans last year. So AJ Boye, he'll have great production, so that will help him maybe make the playoffs. Possible. Yeah, I know I'm talking playoffs for the Jaguars, but maybe 8, maybe 9 wins. They'll be much improved. They got Fournette. The only thing that I'm worried about that may kill them, I don't know if they improved their line at all. I wasn't really paying attention to that. I should have checked, but Blake Bortles. That's the only thing. Like, if he has a season that he's supposed to have this year, then they'll be fine. Like, they'll be fine. So, yeah, like Jaguars, they'll be much improved. Next team is the Cleveland Browns. Now, Cleveland Browns, I'm not saying a big step, but maybe 3 wins, 4 wins, maybe. You can't do much worse than 1-15 other than 0-16. But if they could get they could get like 1 or 2 more wins than last year, maybe 3 more wins than last year. They're looking at a positive. They got Jabril Peppers, who did get in the first round again. The first pick was can't think of his name, but he'll be good. He'll be really good for them. And they got that tight end David Nagachu or whatever the fuck his name is. That guy. Their QB, maybe RT3 or he's gone. I think Brock Osweiler or Cody Kessler. No, I think the one they should start is Cody Kessler. But I wouldn't be surprised if Brock Osweiler started. We'll see. Either one, they won't make the playoffs. Not a big improvement, but maybe 4 wins. That would be really good for them. Much improved, and maybe fans will have hope for the future. You never know. So, yeah, Browns. The next team is the Titans. The Titans had a great season, relatively great season. They went, what did they go? They went 9-7 last year. They had a great season. Did they make the playoffs? I don't think they did. Yeah, no, they did not, because the Raiders and the Giants were the wild card. No, the Raiders and the Miami Dolphins were the wild card. But Titans almost made the playoffs last year. That's how good they were. So, I think the Titans will make the playoffs this year. I think they'll go 11-5, maybe 12-4. Because they are much improved, and they got Mariota going into his, I think, third season, and he should be really good this year. And they got Derrick Henry and DeMarco Murray still. So yeah, I think they will be a much improved team. Much improved. So yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, that too was okay, Miles. And to go back to the Browns, it was Myles Garrett. That's his name. I think Myles Garrett will have a good season for the Browns. And, the Titans will make the playoffs this year. Broncos. Now I know you're going to say, oh, Broncos, they're not going to be that good. Yeah, they might not be that good. I think they'll improve from last year, They had an off year. Their defense did still good. Their offense is kind of lackluster, but if they could get that offense to relatively medium, like mediocre. They have a chance to make the playoffs. With Raiders and with Raiders and Chiefs in the division, we know the Chiefs will be good, and we know the Raiders, they're a much improved team. Even though, you can't be much improved than they are, they got better. The Raiders did, but the Broncos have a chance, to make the playoffs. So we'll see. Next team that I think that will improve, the Eagles. Now the Eagles, that's a tough area because the Eagles, they got his name is their quarterback is can't think of his name right now, but if he has a good season, then they should be fine. Like, I'm trying to think of his name right now. Oh fuck, what's his fucking name? Really, it's not in the headlines. Nothing. Man, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of his name, man. Shit. Oh, Carson Wentz. There you go. So yeah, Carson Wentz. I think he'll have a good season, and they'll make the playoffs. People are gonna say, "Oh, sophomore slump," but nah, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine going into his sophomore year, and they'll make the playoffs. So no problem there. For the Eagles, maybe. I mean, they gotta deal with the Giants and the Cowboys, and the Redskins too. That division's gonna be a tough one again. I'm telling you, that division will be really, really tough. So, yeah. The next team that I think will improve. This is a team that did very, very bad last year. The Panthers, a very underwhelming team. They really pissed me off last year. I love the Panthers, so when they do bad, when they're supposed to do good, it doesn't piss me off. It just gets me a little bit like, ugh, like, come on, Panthers, like, you're better than that. So, the Panthers, they got Newton. They got probably the best running back in the draft in Christian McCaffrey. So, you'll see Christian McCaffrey. He should get a boatload of carries this year. Maybe 2,000 yards. Are you saying too early? Maybe not. But I think the Panthers will do a lot better. A lot better. Much improved. So, Panthers, I don't know, they'll make the playoffs. Maybe 9 wins. Because they got the Bucks right there. And the Bucks, oh my god. They're going to be amazing this year. But, we'll see. And obviously the team I just talked about, the Bucks, they should make the playoffs this year. They should take that step. You got Winston. Very, very good season. Very, very good season. And they got a very good rookie. I just can't think of his name right now. They got O.J. Howard. In O.J. Howard, with that, Mike Evans, O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate, and their other wide receivers, that will be really, really good. Really, really good. That core right there of those 3 guys, plus they got other wide receivers, there'll be a force to reckon with, I'll tell you that. And their defense did relatively decent last year, so we'll see if Bucks can make that step to the playoffs this year. Then we got, this team pissed me off too. The Cardinals. A team that should have made the playoffs but didn't, I mean, if you think about NFC wasn't that good last year. The 2 wild cards were 9-7 and Giants were good. But the second wild card was 9-7 and the Lions. So Cardinals, they should make the playoffs this year. they should be fine. Their defense did very underwhelming this year, so hopefully, Hassan Reddick could, help their defense out. I mean, they got very good linebackers. I mean, Deion Jones, I think that's his name, Deion Jones, and that other linebacker they got very good linebackers. I think they'll be fine. Carson Palmer's just got to do a lot better. And I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. The Cardinals will have a much better year than they did last year. And then my final team, this is kind of biased, but I don't care. I think the Bears may do better this year. They're not going to make the playoffs. We all know that. But I think they'll be better this year. Maybe 5 wins. Maybe. That's an understatement now. Their defense did very bad. Very bad last year. They were worse in interceptions. But getting that guy that they got this year and getting some of the players they got this year, Eddie Johnson, and that's the only defensive guy they got. Really? Damn. Well, okay, let's talk about their offense. Now, their offense was very bad last year, They had their QB, it's Mike Glennon, my bad. So they had Mike Glennon, which, he's not that good. They got Langford still. Kevin White. That is a big one. Kevin White always gets hurt. We'll see. They had Marcus Whedon. They added Prince Mukamura to their defense. They had some players. So, I mean, they won't be good, but they won't be bad. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, 5 wins is bad, but it's better than last year. If you're improving year by year, there's nothing you could say. I mean, John Fox will probably be gone. But, for all Bears fans, just maybe 2 wins. You can't really hope 2 wins from last year, 2 better wins than last year. If not, I mean, they're not going to do, I don't think they'll do much worse. Maybe 3 wins, 3 to 5 wins. I mean, if they get 3, that's staying the same. If they get 5, that's improving by 2 games. And they got they got very tough schedule though in the first half. They got the first 2 games are against Atlanta and Tampa Bay, so they'll probably lose both of those games. But looking for the future, you got Mitch Trubisky, a guy that could likely start. Say the Bears are, let's say, doing really bad. They're like 1-12 or something like that. Just having we all know they're gonna have a bad season, but not doing. Say they're like 1-12 in week 13. He'll probably play. We'll probably see Mitch Trubisky this year. Now, Adam Shewin, he could start. I don't really know. That's a gray area with him because I don't really know him that good. Forget where he's from, but he's not a really known player, so we'll have to see. Eddie Jackson as safety, we'll have to see him too. Now, this is a good one. Cohen. Where'd he go? Oh, here it is. Tyreek Cohen. Now, we all know Langford's gonna start, but we might see Tyreek Cohen come out when he's tired. When Langford's tired, we will see Tyreek Cohen. He'll probably be number 2 back, so we'll probably see him. Maybe we'll win the 2 running back set, which then we'll see him. So we'll see. And then Jordan Morgan. I don't really know that guy, so we'll have to see. But they had decently good free agents. I'm not gonna say good, but we'll have to see. The Bears are, they could improve. You don't know. that's just the thing you hope and pray for as a Bears fan or as any football fan. You just want your team to improve. Like the Cleveland Browns fans been waiting forever. Their last good team was in the 60s, and that was with Jim Brown. Like, you're just hoping and praying one day that the Browns are good. And right now, the Browns, it looks like they're making the right decisions with getting all those draft picks. Myles Garrett. That other guy that was, Jabril Peppers. And the other guy, I forgot his name. But, David Nagayu, probably the best tight end in the draft other than O.J. Howard. So, we'll have to see. And the Bucs got O.J. Howard, so the Bucs will be good. But we'll have to see how this year progresses. You know, the typical teams will make the playoffs. Patriots, Pittsburgh Steelers, Seahawks, all those teams. We know all those teams will make the playoffs. Packers. All those teams make the playoffs. There's nothing you can do about those. But, you know, as a team with a bad team like the Bears, Chargers, 49ers, you just hope for improvement. And that's all you hope for. Now, I messed up with the team. Now, I didn't mess up with the team. Never mind. But the Dolphins had an injury. I don't know if it was yesterday, the August 3rd or the 2nd, but Tango got hurt, so that could lead room for one of the teams that was almost made, that was right there, like the Bills. Now the Bills, but it's possible that the Bills could beat the Dolphins. Now, who's gonna be their QB? Sources are saying either Jay Cutler or Colin Kaepernick. Now, I think, this is a wild guess, but I think Colin Kaepernick can actually work in the Dolphins scheme. So, we'll have to see about the Dolphins. I forgot about that injury, but yeah, the Dolphins, that's up in the air right now because of that injury. And also the Vikings got another injury. So, the Vikings might not make the playoffs again. So, I'm sorry, Vikings fans. You might have to wait another year. That team would be so good with Teddy Bridgewater. So good with Teddy Bridgewater, but he gets injured. If Teddy Bridgewater doesn't get injured, we'd be talking about a whole different story. And, you know, I'm going to say an honorable mention would be the Colts because Andrew Luck, you know, he didn't do that good last year, so we'll have to see about him too. But, yeah, guys, that was my list for teams that are going to improve in 2017 season. Hope you guys liked it. Give me more suggestions in the comment section. And like this video if you enjoyed it. This is Rob McGordy. I might do a rookie video where I talk about the rookies. The best rookies I think will do great this year. But yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Rob McGordy, and I'm signing out. Peace out, boys.